welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
I'm DK.
And I'm Rizzo, and today on Anime Reaction, we watched the third episode of New Game. If you want to check out our reaction to the third episode of New Game, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga. And don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching.
So yeah, on this episode of New Game, it was all about building that NPC.
Details, details, details.
Yeah.
Always important, no matter what you do. And I actually mentioned it during the reaction, to not overlook details if you pretty much do anything. I mentioned a contract clause that Guns N' Roses famously had, that catering groups that they had for their concerts were not to give them any brown M&Ms in the candy bowls they kept backstage. And it seems absolutely ridiculous. But consider that the one time they forgot that detail, the stage collapsed during their entire history of touring. So again, the devil's in the details.
Just can't forget them, man.
Do the details right and you'll do the real thing.
Yep.
Better.
That's something we obviously try to remember ourselves.
Yeah, I really like the idea that when you're creating these background characters, you should think up at least a little bit of a backstory for each of them, give them personality, because it helps make the characters look more real, even if that never comes to light in the actual game.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
I mean, well, think of it this way. What is one of the most memorable parts of Skyrim? I used to be an adventurer like you. I took an arrow in the knee.
What do you want, milk drinker?
Exactly. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll. They made the guard sarcastic as hell, and it's memorable. It's one of the most memorable parts of the whole game.
But the other thing is, with gaming nowadays, with downloadable content, if you think up of a backstory for a character and it doesn't make it into the base game, you can always make a piece of DLC that does involve that character if you want.
A perfect example of that is the new Rise of Iron DLC coming out for Destiny.
Oh,
The original character, Lord Saladin, is a monthly vendor, just a monthly guy who shows up to the tower and sells you shit for doing whatever for 1 week. He's only there for 1 week a month. That's it. But in the next DLC that comes out in September, the entire storyline revolves around him, his 8 companions, and what happened before
the main story.
And how this random virus is now taking over everything.
But yeah,
they locked that away, but now it's coming back.
Yeah,
there you go.
Another thing, at least personally, I do occasionally try to write fiction, and when I write fiction, when I create characters, every single character I try to give the same amount of depth towards, whether they're a main character or an antagonist or even some random background character.
I'm sorry.
Because you just never know.
Yeah.
Because, if you come up with a great story for a character and you write, 2 or 3 novels for in a universe, that character who might have been introduced in the first one and didn't get any parts, that character might come back, and because you created that character, you created the story of that character already, it makes it a lot easier to have a good character to bring back.
Randall Flagg. If you don't know the character, look him up. He's from Stephen King, and he is in everything.
There you go.
And for the most part, he's just a side character.
Talking Dark Tower?
Yep. And he's not just in Dark Tower. He's in It. He's in the Shine. I think he's.
Well, the Dark Tower should actually be has references directly to the rest of Stephen King's work, doesn't it?
Which one?
The Dark Tower is doesn't it reference all of Stephen King's work in some way or another? Yeah, that's amazing.
The Stand. I mean, he played a major part in The Stand, but other than that, it's more directed towards the Dark Tower.
So there you go. I mean,
But yeah, so
exactly that.
basically that's why we just love the extra detail work that they're putting into their game in this episode.
Very much so.
And the fact that they're actually like focusing on when making a character, think of backstory, and the manager, Ko,
Yeah.
she emphasized that point. You know, even if the very first time she came up to her and said, "All right, here's what I want to put out there," no, it's not good enough. Even if it is good enough, it's not good enough. Just because.
Well, Aoi is this kind of co-star pupil now, so of course she's going to be hard on her to groom her to be like her one day.
Teach her right the first time, and she's just going to do better the rest.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, don't half-ass anything. I just realized how ironic that is to say with our YouTube channel. Damn. Let us know what you thought of anime and what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't, you dick.
Now that reality ensued, that does it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo.
See you next time, dick.